The narrative structure of most long-form fiction today usually consists of one scene, followed by another scene, followed by another scene. This video talks about potential alternate structures, specifically those inspired by non-fiction media. What's up? This is Matchstick, and this is about the creative in creative writing. So there are good reasons why one event is followed by another event in fiction. For one thing, that's how life actually happens. Flashbacks might as well be memories, which obviously are also part of our daily lives. But that's not the only way to tell a story, and it never has been. I'm going to be looking at 3 storytelling formats that aren't telling fictional stories, but that, overall, can really get a point across. Magazines, travel guides, and cookbooks. Let's put it this way. If you read a travel guide about Japan, or a magazine focused on Japanese culture, or a descriptive cookbook about Japanese cuisine, you will learn a lot. For one thing, you'll learn about Japan. For another, you'll learn about the people writing the media themselves. Taking this and running with it, what if you have an imperialist guide for traveling to a colonized planet? Or what about a cookbook that tries to put together a long-lost cuisine with descriptions clearly influenced by the naivete of the cook? What about a magazine with a ton of features about various aspects of a cyberpunk city tinted from the perspective of corporate PR? All these things would tell a story, albeit in a way very, very different than your average novel. Let's start with fictional travel guides. Now, this has actually been done as parody. Guides to the worst destinations imaginable. I'll link to that series in the description. But okay, what is a travel guide? Some will have individual sections on restaurants, things to do, etc., while others are heavy on lists. However, let's focus on a model that organizes by destination, for simplicity's sake. In a travel guide to a single city, we might have a neighborhood after neighborhood approach. This would allow us to talk about glittering business districts and the economy, less prosperous neighborhoods and a failing social contract, areas with immigrant communities and stories of why they immigrated, or huge parks and the slums that were bulldozed to build the sports fields. Add in anecdotes and activity descriptions and you definitely have a way to tell a story. Even if it consists mostly of atmosphere, it could work to get a narrative point across. A cookbook is a similar beast in that a story could be told through atmosphere. But what about the recipes themselves? Maybe the directions involve cooking with jet engines or particle accelerators, or magic? As far as actual writing, cookbooks have introductions, and often there will be anecdotes about the recipes included. I couldn't do this one, but I'm sure someone would do great with the concept. Maybe they already have. That brings us to our third structure, that of a magazine. Now this is don't try this at home territory, in my opinion, because magazines have such a variety of writing and formatting within their general structure. I can imagine someone plotting something out with a letter from the editor, features, lists, interviews, etc., but it sounds pretty damn difficult to pull off. But again, maybe it's already been done even. It might be more realistic to consider these as potential influences on your work and not any structure you'd need to strongly adhere to. Still, it's worth noting that other mediums tell stories, just of a different sort, and that they can definitely give a writer space to get creative. If you have any ideas of your own after watching this, drop them in the comments section. Watch some more videos, subscribe, you know the deal. Alright, peace.